The Lords of Dogtown was all actors, and Heath Ledger, it was one of his last movies before he died. So what it was a Hollywood version of what the documentary, because the documentary was so popular and it sold, not only did it win a bunch of film festivals, but we sold so many DVDs that Sony Classics was connected to, obviously, the project that Sony did with the Lords of Dogtown. And the woman that was the director was from Venice. She was from Venice, and she had done a movie called 13 that was very popular with all the kids. So they gave her the project and told her, we want you to do a Hollywood, well, not a Hollywood version, we want you to do a feature film based on the Dogtown, on the Z-Boys and stuff. And that's what happened. And I worked on the film as an authenticity consultant and a location scout. I found all the pools that we emptied. We took the water out of them and used them for the different shots. And then I also worked doing a lot of the stunts with the skateboarders. So it gave me a job. I was part of it. I ended up not only having a good time doing it, but making some good friends that are long, life-lasting friends, including Heath Ledger before he died. And it was a good experience for me. But do I agree with everything in the film? And do I think that it was as good as it could be? And do I think that that people are going to be affected by it, like thinking that I was this really arrogant, cocky, like completely out of my head as far as like the ego went? It's a version of my character that I have to look at and say, yes, I was a bit like that, but not completely. But it's also something that I can look back at and say that I'm grateful that I don't run my life like that anymore, and that I don't consider myself like better than other people in a sense just because I had a talent to be a good skateboarder. So it's changed my life a lot to even look back at that movie. The one line in the movie that touched my life more than anything was when my friends look at me and I'm getting out of the limousine and they look right at me and go, look at him competing with the sun for the center of the universe. So, when I heard that and I thought about that, especially before I got sober, I was like, man, no wonder everybody thinks I'm such an asshole. You know what I mean? But in reality, that's just my perception because I know who I am and I feel comfortable with what I've done with my life, that it's very positive. And so I'm not affected that much by praise, and I'm not affected very much by criticism either. I'm just right down the middle, and that's staying on a spiritual path. And I know that criticism and praise have nothing to do with who I really am. So it was a growing and a learning experience for me. I've learned from it. I learned from doing that movie. I've learned from being egotistical and self-centered and self-seeking too. I've learned that the best way for me to do God's will is to go out and do something for somebody else. And that's part of the reason why I'm here. I'm here in Argentina for that reason. I'm in Buenos Aires for that reason. I'm in this shop for that reason. I'm going to Mar del Plata for that reason. That's my path. And my path is to be of service to others. I'm not here for my own good. I'm here to enjoy life, but I'm here to be there for the people.